The well-behaved school beauty secretly followed you after school, but little did she know that you had only just turned into a dark alley. She instantly transformed into a Yandere, pulling out a syringe and injecting it into your leg. When you awoke again, Lang Xinqiu's pupils had turned into hearts. Holding a cleaver in one hand, she even tried to shove her foot into your mouth. She leaned down, her warm breath brushing against your face. "Darling, do you know what the punishment is for disobedience?" Before you could react, she suddenly leaned in and kissed you. Your brain went completely blank. A full 2.5 minutes passed before she reluctantly stood up, her cheeks flushed. "Oh, you're blushing, too." Her shy look was so cute. "I love it." Her eyes, as if she wanted to devour you, sent chills down your spine. You forced yourself to calm down, quickly scanning your surroundings, only to find yourself tied up in a cold, dark basement. Your voice trembled. "How could you do such a thing? You can't believe it." That quiet and well-behaved school beauty actually had this kind of fetish in private. She put her hands on her hips with a straight face. "What did I do? I'm your girlfriend, your only girlfriend in this life. Don't say that again next time, or I'll be very, very angry." "Girlfriend? When did I get a girlfriend?" Looking at her sweet, yet wicked smile, you shuddered and quickly nodded. "I won't say it again." "Good boy." As soon as you finished speaking, she rewarded you with a passionate kiss that made you feel breathless, then licked her lips. "Did you like it?" Your face turned red, and you couldn't say a word. You struggled a bit. "Where am I? Why did you tie me up?" She smiled wickedly. "Still asking such irrelevant questions. I knew my brother would be like this." "Fine, I'll tell you. The place you're sitting in now is the training room I carefully prepared for you." Your eyes widened in surprise. "Discipline room? That name sounds so off." She grabbed your chin, staring intently at you. "It's the place I specifically help correct your personality when my brother misbehaves. You're my boyfriend, so you're not allowed to spare your gentleness for any other bad girl." Her tone suddenly became agitated. "You're completely confused. So, what did I do wrong that led you to bring me here?" "No, that's not it." Her eyes turned cold. "Actually, I didn't want to lock my brother up here, either, but he just wouldn't listen." With that, Lang Qingqiu picked up a stack of photos from the table beside her, dozens of them. She tossed them in front of you, all secretly taken pictures of a boy with various different girls. Your heart skipped a beat, but upon closer inspection, there wasn't any intimate behavior in the photos, just some chatting, and you didn't recognize any of the girls. Although the boy's back looked somewhat familiar, it wasn't me. "What does this girl want?" you asked, puzzled. Lang Qingqiu, however, gritted her teeth in anger. "Tell me, what makes me inferior to them?" You hurriedly explained, "I don't know them, and this man really isn't me." She suddenly sneered, "I knew you wouldn't admit it, brother. Looks like I'll have to give you a little punishment before you behave." Before she finished speaking, she pulled out a gleaming iron rod from behind her back. Your heart sank. "No, no, no, that's not what I meant. What are you going to do?" You struggled desperately, but the chains binding you were tightly secured. "Of course, it's to punish you, brother." She smiled innocently and brightly. "If I break your legs, you'll never be able to run away again and can stay with me forever." That sickly smile made you break out in a cold sweat. Goodness, she's serious. "Sister, darling, calm down. Think about it. If you break my legs, who will play with you? Who will go shopping with you?" She tilted her head, looking indifferent, "But as long as my brother is always by my side, I'll be happy." "Okay, I'll try to be quick." She leaned down, gazing at you with loving eyes, and even poked your cheek with her finger. Then, Lang Qingqiu slowly raised the iron rod in her hand. "My God, at least give me some anesthesia before you hit me." You jolted awake, your heart still pounding, cold sweat soaking your back. Was all of that just a nightmare? Looking at the familiar bedroom before you, you subconsciously touched your leg, completely unharmed, without a single mark. Looks like it really was a dream. You breathed a sigh of relief. "Yeah, I guess. Your deskmate, Lang Qingqiu, is so quiet and well-behaved. How could she possibly be a Yandere?" However, just as you stepped out of the house to go to school, you turned around and saw Lang Qingqiu. You were stunned. "Huh? What are you doing here?" You were full of questions. She doesn't live around here, so how did she end up coming from next door? Lang Qingqiu tilted her head, giving you a mischievous smile. "I live here. That's what I was just about to ask you. Why are you living next door? Were you following me?" You almost laughed out of exasperation. Didn't I leave through the gate first? Besides, you're a young lady. Aren't you always chauffeured around? How come you live in a place like this? She snorted, can't I just take a car here to rent a place? My house is too far from school, so I rented next door to you. My dear deskmate, from now on we're neighbors. Before you could react, Lang Qingqiu grabbed your arm, her body pressed tightly against you. Let's go. Let's go to school together. Feeling the soft touch on your arm, your face instantly turned red. Oh, little deskmate, you're blushing. She smiled and pinched your cheek, then deliberately blew a breath into your ear. Brother Jiang Yi, how about I give you 25 cents if you carry me to school? Before you could nod, Lang Qingqiu, like a kitten, pounced and hung on your back, her arms tightly wrapped around your neck. Okay, we're deskmates anyway. Let's help each other out. Besides, there's a huge sum of 25 cents to earn. You steadily supported her thighs, afraid she would fall, but the warm touch on your fingertips made you unable to resist giving her a squeeze. Lang Qingqiu let out a strange hum in your ear, then pinched your ear with one hand. What are you doing? You didn't put her down until you reached the corner of the school, and the two of you walked into the classroom side by side. You'd barely sat down when your good buddy Yang Wei draped his arm over you with a sly grin. Godfather, can I borrow your homework to take a look? Lang Qingqiu, seeing your intimate interaction, pouted unhappily. You've already been relegated to the back row by the teacher, and you still dare to defy the rules? Yang Wei waved his hand dismissively. Don't worry, I'm an old hand. At this point, Lang Qingqiu finally snapped, slamming her hand on the table. You yellow-haired turtle, aren't you going to get out of here? Yang Wei dramatically picked at his ear. Oh dear, Miss Lang, you've got a temper today. I don't think I've done anything to you, have I? Lang Qingqiu's eyes turned cold. From the very first word you spoke to Jiang He, you've offended me. Yang Wei chuckled. What? Who is Jiang He to you? I just chatted with him for a bit. Your controlling nature is too abnormal. Seeing the conflict about to escalate, you quickly stepped in as peacemaker. You gently placed your hand on Lang Qingqiu's shoulder to soothe her. All right, don't get angry so early in the morning. Why bother arguing with that bastard? Feeling the warmth of your hand, Lang Qingqiu's tense body finally relaxed. You felt utterly helpless. These two are supposed to be childhood sweethearts, but their relationship is like that of enemies. It's said their feud started when they were kids. Yang Wei accidentally stepped on Lang Qingqiu's doll, and Lang Qingqiu immediately slapped him 666 times, and before he could even cry, she slapped him another 666 times. From that day on, these two were completely at odds. Lang Qingqiu snorted and leaned her head towards me. TCH, who cares about him? As long as I have you, brother Jiang, I'm content. You could only grin foolishly, pretending not to understand the deeper meaning in her words. As soon as the bell rang, Yang Wei dragged you outside. Come on, buddy, I'll take you to play ball, and I'll introduce you to some hot girls who play basketball. Upon hearing this, you felt the temperature around Lang Qingqiu instantly drop, her gaze practically piercing Yang Wei. That wretched yellow-haired turtle, how dare he introduce another girl to my brother Jiang? And then, instead of playing basketball, you just sat on the bench by the basketball court watching. You were sweating profusely from the heat, and just as you were about to wipe it off, a bottle of ice-cold cola was handed to you, accompanied by a sweet voice. Excuse me, want some? You instinctively refused. Ah, no, thank you. But when you looked up and saw who it was, you froze. Lang Qingqiu was looking at you kindly. Are you sure you don't want it? I bought this especially for you. If you don't drink it, my heart will break. She clutched her chest, putting on a pitiful look, but in your eyes, it wasn't pitiful at all, but clearly a suppressed rage. You couldn't help but swallow. If you refuse again, you might not get away with it. Seeing that you didn't take it, she leaned forward again, her tone resentful. Brother Jiang, why do you always reject me? Do you already have someone else in your heart, so you don't want to get too close to me? Looking at her like this, the nightmare from last night uncontrollably flashed through your mind, and your legs started to feel weak. Quickly take the cola. Thank you, then. You unscrewed the cap and took a symbolic sip. Just as you put the bottle down, Lang Qingqiu snatched it away and gulped down a large mouthful from where you had just drunk. She licked her lips, her eyes shining as she looked at you. Oh, dear, I'm so thirsty. Brother Jiang, you don't mind indirectly kissing me, do you? Your mind went blank, completely shutting down, and you replied woodenly, no, it's okay as long as you like it. Brother Jianga, aren't you going to play a couple of games? I want to see you sweating it out. Then, feeling so hot, she ripped open her shirt. Her undisguised lewd words and the sound of her swallowing saliva filled the air. You quickly interrupted her fantasy. I don't really like sports. It's so hot. I'm afraid I'll get heatstroke after running a couple of laps. Hearing your words, she immediately became excited. Isn't that perfect? I'll give you CPR. He. My goodness, she's so bold. She just blurts out things like that without any shame. Fortunately, Lang Xingqiu finally returned to normal over the next half day. After school, Yang Wei dragged you along again, vowing that he would make you meet some new girls today, no matter what. You thought Lang Xinq would explode on the spot, but unexpectedly, she waved to you with unusual gentleness. Brother Jiang Yi, let's go to and from school together again tomorrow. I also have something to do today. Just as you and Yang Wei were walking towards the restaurant, chatting and laughing with a few girls, Lang Xinq appeared in the hallway of your apartment building. She pulled out a newly made key from her pocket, easily opened your apartment door, and went into your room. She let out a wicked yet satisfied laugh. Brother Jiang Yi, wait for me tonight. Not long after, you both finished your meal and returned to your respective homes. After a long day, you felt exhausted, took a quick shower, and fell into a deep sleep. Beep, beep, beep. At 1 a.m., Lang Xinq was awakened by the alarm clock. She went out of her room, picked up the copied key, and went to your door, gently opening it. She tiptoed inside, greedily inhaling the air. It's full of Jiang Yi's scent. Her gaze shifted, and she saw the instant noodles on the table. She clicked her tongue, and suddenly a plan formed in her mind. I've got it. Tomorrow, I'll come in openly under the pretense of cooking for you. Next, she came to a tightly closed door. The thought of you sleeping inside made her breathing quicken. She approached and carefully opened it a crack. You were fast asleep, completely unaware that a pair of loving eyes were staring at you. So cute. I want to pinch your cheeks. However, it was her first time sneaking into your house, and Lang Xinq was afraid of being discovered, so she only looked for a short while before leaving. She decided to buy some more sleeping pills and make you a cup of soothing tea while she cooked for you, making it easier for her to move around. Then, she went to the living room, took out some small black round cakes, arranged them, and reluctantly left. The next day, you were woken by your alarm clock. You went into the bathroom, washing up while thinking about what to make for breakfast. Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. You went to open it and saw Lang Xinq smiling at you. Let's wait a bit before going to school together. I haven't eaten yet. You were about to close the door when Lang Xinqiu quickly stopped you, saying, Why are you in such a hurry to close the door? It's good you haven't eaten yet. Let's eat together. She picked up the bag in her hand and shook it. You were stunned for a moment. You brought me breakfast? Yes. Are you sure you want me to stand outside the door forever? You know you can't run away, so you can only silently endure it. Then she put the breakfast on the table. I need to fold the blanket. Let me help you. She put the breakfast down and followed you. No need. How can we let the guest do the work? I can do it myself. Then I have to come and help you even more. Hearing her words, your face turned red. Then thank you. Lang Xinqiu hummed a little tune as she folded the blanket, taking a deep breath while you weren't looking. After seeing her finish folding the blanket, you gave her a perfunctory thumbs up and exclaimed, Xinqiu is great. Xinqiu is amazing. Humph, just trying to brush me off. Come on, let's have breakfast. The breakfast Lang Xinqiu brought you was quite good, especially the soup dumplings. Did you make these? No, I bought them from a nearby breakfast shop. If you like them, I can learn how to make them and make them for you every morning. Seeing the smile about to burst from her face, you frowned. She's starting to fantasize about married life again. After breakfast, you and Lang Xinqiu went to school together and nothing like yesterday happened. When you got to the school gate, you saw Yang Wei. You waved to him and gave him an awkward smile. When Lang Xinqiu saw him, her face immediately darkened. The morning classes passed quickly and you and Yang Wei went to lunch together. In the restaurant, Yang Wei looked at you and said, This morning, I saw you and Lang Xinqiu come together. She lives next door to me. Isn't it inevitable that we'll run into each other? Hearing this, Yang Wei looked surprised. What? She moved in next door to you so quickly? That girl moves fast. It shouldn't be. I think she's been living there for a while now. I don't believe such a coincidence could happen. Jianghe, can't you tell? Lang Qingqiu has other feelings for you. I know her very well. You didn't reply immediately, silently eating a bite of noodles, knowing better than to say it. Let her be. I think you've probably fallen for her. You should be careful. Lang Qingqiu is very shrewd. She'll have you completely manipulated sooner or later. Am I a spinning top? Spinning around? I don't know if it's just my imagination. You seem to hear a woman's soft laughter. I'm telling you this seriously. They say men's IQ drops to 0 when they're in love. You should be careful. Okay, I will. At that moment, a cold voice rang out. Jianghe, what a coincidence. We've run into you again. Lang Qingqiu and Yang Wei exchanged glances, their expressions immediately darkening. Don't you have any manners? We were just having a conversation and you barged in. Do you have anything else to say? You're just hogging Jianghe. Aren't you leaving? All right. All right. You two, calm down. Calm down. You gave Yang Wei a look, signaling him to stop bothering her. This annoying person. Waving goodbye, Lang Qingqiu revealed a smug smile. Jianghe is still on my side. She chased that yellow-haired turtle away. Humph, I still came out on top in the end. You sighed helplessly. Look at you again. Why do you always pick on her? If she didn't bother you, I wouldn't be like this. Sigh, let's not talk about this anymore. What's wrong? Did you want to see me? Nothing. Just wanted to say hello. Oh dear, this has really caught you off guard. You were still thinking about how to respond to her flirtatious advances. What's wrong? You look so down. Did you want me to keep you company? Fine. You're so annoying. No. No. You misunderstood. You go ahead and do your thing. Boring. I'll be going then. Don't feel lonely because of this. After Lang Qingqiu left, you went back to the classroom and did some problems. Have you been doing problems here all this time? Jianghe, you're really hardworking. Lang Qingqiu had somehow appeared behind you and rested her head on your shoulder. What are you doing? So many people are watching. Go back to your seat. Oh, I'm shy. Phew, you felt your ears burn and your face turn red. This girl does this every day. Doesn't she get tired of it? Suddenly, you smelled a different scent on Lang Qingqiu, like cooking fumes. Could it be that she was cooking at noon? At this moment, Lang Qingqiu didn't care whether you were watching her or not. She just gently bit you and then slipped back to her seat. Looking at Lang Qingqiu's mischievous grin, you felt like crying. What are you doing? Are you going to eat me? Jianghe, you smell so good. I couldn't resist. Oh, sis, I just can't do anything with you. You're not even disgusted that you bit me. I'm so sorry. Hey, how about I let you bite me back? As she spoke, Lang Qingqiu even stuck her ear out. With so many people around, if I bite you, am I a dog? Hey, so you mean it's okay if there aren't many people around? No. After that, you were teased mercilessly by Lang Qingqiu again. Thankfully, you remembered the school bell. Otherwise, you would have been completely ruined. But you soon discovered that Lang Qingqiu isn't well behaved even in class. Oh dear, I forgot my English book. Jianghe, let's look at it together. Then Lang Qingqiu moves closer to you. I mean, you don't have to be so close to me to read. From behind, Lang Qingqiu's shoulder and yours seem glued together. Shoo, we're in class. Don't talk. After a short silence, you feel something tickling you. You look down and see Lang Qingqiu's hand. You sigh and shoo her hand away. Don't touch me like that. Oh dear, my hand just started moving on its own. I don't know what happened. Sorry, just bear with it. It seems Lang Qingqiu isn't going to let it go. If you keep doing this, I think I'll have to ask the teacher to change our seats. You dare. Lang Qingqiu looks at you fiercely, as if she's about to devour you, and she's even learned to threaten you. Since you're so disobedient, I guess I'll have to discipline you a bit more. Wait, you didn't expect Lang Qingqiu to react so strongly. You said we can talk about it after school, right? I'm really afraid of accidentally getting into trouble and being caught by the teacher. Let's talk about it after school, okay? Fine. Beg me to let you go. She gently pinched your waist again. Okay, please. Please. So, do you still want to change seats? No. No. Being able to sit next to Qingqiu is the greatest honor of my life. Think it over carefully. If I do this after school, it will be much crazier than it is now. Seeing her pupils turn into hearts again, you know you're probably going to get a good squeeze, but it's already come to this. You could only nod forcefully. I know. You really are a good student who follows the rules. Then you have to follow the rules here even more. And so, it slowly came to club activity time. You were playing chess with Lang Qingqiu, and seeing the hearts in her eyes, you said somewhat fearfully, why do you look so excited? There's only 1 minute left before school ends. He. Finally. Jiang, do you know how long I've been holding it in this afternoon? If you need to go to the bathroom, just go. Nobody's stopping you. Hearing this, Lang Qingqiu chuckled, still pretending not to understand. Soon, club activity time ended, and Lang Qingqiu couldn't wait to drag you out. You stumbled from her pole and quickly shouted, slow down. Slow down. No need to rush. Watch where you're going. Be careful. Don't fall. Don't worry. I'm perfectly fine. Before she could finish speaking, Lang Qingqiu tripped and fell to the ground. Luckily, she wasn't seriously injured, only scraping her knee. Ouch. 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 It hurts so much. Lang Qingqiu winced in pain. Hey, look what I told you. I told you not to run, but you insisted. You've fallen now, haven't you? I was just too hasty. You picked her up and placed her on a nearby chair, then knelt down to examine her wound. The wound isn't big. It's stopped bleeding. I'll take you to the infirmary first and ask the teachers for a wound dressing. Hearing this, Lang Qingqiu said shyly, could you carry me to the infirmary like you did before? You've already fallen. Why are you still thinking about this? You looked down the corridor. A few people were already coming out, but not many. So, you decided to carry her. You then hoisted her onto your shoulders and called back, hold on tight. Then you headed towards the infirmary. Lang Qingqiu was quite satisfied with your actions. Although my knee is scraped and hurts a bit, there's an unexpected bonus. Humph, Jiang, you say no, but your body says otherwise. Lang Qingqiu clung tightly to you as if afraid you would abandon her. Soon after, you arrived at the infirmary and placed her on the bed. Wait here. I'll go find some medicine. There were no teachers in the infirmary, so you decided to find it yourself. You quickly found iodine and a wound dressing in the cabinet. Here, it might hurt a little. Just bear with it. Okay? You dipped a cotton swab in the iodine and applied it to her wound, then covered it with the wound dressing. That should be enough. You threw the cotton swab in the trash can and put the medicine back. Does it still hurt? Can you get out of bed and walk? It doesn't hurt much anymore. She got out of bed and stood up. Just hang in there a little longer, then we can take a taxi home after we leave the school. Yeah, Jiang, you're so kind. No need to praise me like that. I think any decent person would do the same. Ouch. She took a few shaky steps. Come help me, please. You sighed, you'll have to be more careful next time. You went over and took her arm. Is this okay? Yes, let's go. It's just a scrape. Is it really that painful that you're trembling? However, what you didn't know was that Lang Qingqiu was thinking, so, it turns out that being impatient can be just as bad as being greedy. Soon, you arrived at your doorstep and you put Lang Qingqiu down from your back. This young lady needs you to carry her up the stairs. How awful. Even with your thin arms and legs, a fall shouldn't prevent you from climbing stairs. I'm so tired. Hearing your complaint, Lang Qingqiu said haughtily, if you really dislike me, you wouldn't have let me get here. You're still complaining after I've carried you all this way. Humph, Jiang, you're so hypocritical. Never mind, think what you want. Thank me more when we get back. You took out your key and opened the door. Go inside, change into slippers, and you are about to close the door. I said, are you really going to leave me all alone outside? And have you forgotten something? Lang Qingqiu quickly blocked the door. Your house is right next door. Can't you go home? Lang Qingqiu didn't say a word, just looked at you, refusing to let you open the door and preventing you from closing it. Oh, my dear. You had no choice but to take out slippers on the floor for her. Put them on. Do you really expect me to help you put on your shoes? As soon as you finished speaking, Lang Qingqiu's eyes lit up. Hey, that's a good idea. Since you brought it up, I guess I'll reluctantly agree. She then lifted one foot. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. You helplessly squatted down, gently held her ankle, and with your other hand untied the shoelaces, quickly taking them off. It feels like wrapping a banana, you silently complained to yourself. Then you picked up the slippers and put them on her. Then switched to the other foot. At this moment, Lang Qingqiu's lips couldn't help but curl into a smile. She's quite satisfied with how subservient you are to her. Hee, it seems Zhang He is quite obedient after all. It seems you'll have to give her a reward later. After putting on the shoes, you forced a smile and looked at her. Is there anything else you need, Grandma? No. Lang Qingqiu walked in and closed the door, then sat down on the sofa without any politeness. You can sit in the living room for a while. I'm going back to my room. What are you going back to your room for? Is leaving your guests sitting alone in the living room your way of hospitality? Zhang He, you're so impolite. Didn't you want to turn the tables and be the host? You shut Lang Qingqiu up with one sentence. Seeing her silent for a moment, you felt a surge of pleasure. Indeed, a boomerang is so satisfying. But unexpectedly, after only a short while, Lang Qingqiu became even happier. So, Zhang He has already accepted me as the lady of the house? Is things progressing so quickly? She chuckled. Then come over here for a moment. Just a moment. You're definitely up to no good. I'm not falling for it. Oh, do you think I'd eat you? Just a moment. Just a moment. As long as you come over, I'll give you a mysterious grand prize. A reward? You'd better make it clear first. I'll cover your entire Steam game list. Damn it. I can't refuse this at all. I'll take the plunge. You took a deep breath, walked over step by step, and kept warning. You better behave yourself. This is my house. Say what you want right now. Before you could finish speaking, Lang Qingqiu pounced on you, pinning you down beneath her until your eyes met. She breathed heavily. Her warm breath almost condensing into a white mist before your eyes. Damn it. It's that darn heart-shaped pupil again. Her soft hair fell down, brushing against your cheek. It tickles so much it makes your heart race. What are you doing? Your leg is injured like that. Why are you still making a fuss? Go back to the sofa. It's nothing. She shook her head dismissively. Knee pain is nothing. You haven't done what you promised me in class, have you? Do you know how long I've been fantasizing about this moment? A strange smile appeared on her face. Calm down. I really couldn't hold back anymore the whole afternoon. Ah. Sighs. She lightly licked her lips. Don't come any closer. You managed to free one hand and quickly covered her mouth, trying to slow her advance. But unexpectedly she bit your hand directly. Seriously, big sister, are you really hungry? You can actually bite this thing. Lang Qingqiu's eyes were indifferent. What's the big deal? Besides, it was you who insisted on covering my mouth. Don't struggle. He. Saying that, she pressed her whole body down again. What to do? What to do? Your brain completely shut down. You only felt sweating all over and your whole body was unbearably hot. In the end, Lang Qingqiu just reached out and tickled your waist hard. Ha ha ha. She laughed heartily. Beg for mercy. Beg me and I'll let you go. No, stop tickling. Ha 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 ha. It tickles so much. Lang Qingqiu smiled contentedly, and only after tickling you to your limit did she stop and sit steadily on you. You gasped for breath. Huff, huff. It was just a tickle. I thought you were going to do something else. What weird things were you thinking about? Zhang He, you really are a repressed pervert. I didn't. Don't talk nonsense. Lang Qingqiu got off you. A sly glint in her eyes. Whether you were thinking that or not, you know it in your heart. Since she had decided to go for a long battle, she wasn't in a hurry to finish you off right away, but decided to teach you a lesson. All right, enough fooling around. Let's go do your homework. I'll show you my cooking skills tonight. You're going to cook at my house? Is that not allowed? She pointed to the instant noodle packet in your trash can. That's what you ate last night, right? So unhealthy. As your neighbor and classmate, I have an obligation to think about your health. I was just too lazy to cook or order takeout last night. I don't eat it often, just for convenience. That won't do either. I have to show you my skills tonight, so look forward to it. She gave a very confident look. While you were doing your homework in the afternoon, Lang Qingqiu was restless, constantly nuzzling against you and occasionally tapping your workbook with her fingertip. Can you teach me this problem? I remember I taught you this problem in the library yesterday at noon, but you're so slow. You've completely forgotten it. Just teach me again. I don't believe you for a second. Alright, you finished your homework and it's getting late. Aren't you going to cook? Go on. Lang Qingqiu flicked your forehead lightly with her finger, dissatisfied. You're such an insensitive guy. Humph, never mind. I'm not going to argue with you about this. She closed her workbook, stood up, and went straight to the refrigerator. Why is your refrigerator full of vegetarian food? Not a single green vegetable? You spread your hands, looking innocent. I don't cook much. Why would I need to prepare vegetables? Sigh, even a skilled cook can't cook without fresh ingredients. Come with me. Where are we going? Come help me get some vegetables. My refrigerator is full of fresh, good vegetables. You followed Lang Qingqiu to the next room. You have to admit the decoration of her room is several levels better than your rented room. She's really rich and willful. How much is the rent? Thinking of the word willful, you suddenly felt that Lang Qingqiu's abnormal controlling nature was probably instilled by her family's indulgence. As they spoke, Lang Qingqiu opened the refrigerator door and your mouth dropped open in an O shape. This refrigerator is so neatly arranged with all kinds of vegetables. It's a godsend for OCD sufferers. Lang Qingqiu patted the refrigerator door proudly. Ta-da! This is how a refrigerator should look. You've tidied it up too much. She snorted twice and puffed out her chest. I'm very good at housework, you know. Little did you know, every morning, no sooner had she left than someone came and cleaned it spotless for her. You look around. The room is indeed spotless. What are you looking at? It's your first time in my room. You don't mean you want to peek inside, do you? TSK, Jianghe, you're always thinking about weird things. No, I didn't. Don't talk nonsense. Deny it now. She leans closer with a mischievous grin. Are you sure? My room is quite big and there are some nice things inside. No, I won't go. You shake your head vigorously. Oh, that would be such a pity. You see, her room is covered with your photos from morning till night, from spring to winter, each one haunting her dreams. If you saw them, you'd be so happy. If not, if she's in a good mood, she'll have to resort to other methods to change your mind. How about making mapo tofu tonight? Sure, I'm not picky. Take all these vegetables and seasonings with you. You look at the mushrooms in your hand, completely bewildered. Does mapo tofu need so many ingredients? If I remember correctly, mapo tofu doesn't seem to have this in it. Take a lot, so you won't have to make another trip next time you make something else. Oh, so there's a next time. Back at your house, she looks at the fully stocked refrigerator with satisfaction. It looks much better now. Jianghe, come help me wash the vegetables. This feels just like newlyweds. Back home, washing vegetables and cooking together, Lang Qingqiu's mere thought made you feel sweet. Here, it's all washed. I've put it here for you. Okay, leave the rest to me. Just wait and enjoy the feast. You nestled on the sofa and scrolled through your phone for a while, and soon an enticing aroma wafted from the kitchen. Looks like Lang Qingqiu's almost finished. It's done. Stop playing on your phone. Come and eat. On the table was a plate of mapo tofu and a few small pancakes she had made herself. You picked up a pair of chopsticks and sat down. Putting everything else aside, this mapo tofu looks pretty good. Just as you were about to pick up your chopsticks, Lang Qingqiu stopped you with a shout. Wait, let me take a picture first. After a click, she put down her phone. Okay, but I have to feed you the first bite. You opened your mouth. Ah, the tofu melted in your mouth. The spicy and numbing sensation instantly exploded on your taste buds, but your actual feeling could only be summed up in 3 words. Not flavorful. And you clearly didn't put in enough chili peppers and Sichuan peppercorns. It's not spicy enough. How is it? How is it? Lang Qingqiu looked at you expectantly. It's just okay, not very flavorful. I think you didn't put in enough seasoning. It's not spicy enough. You felt that instead of lying to make her happy for a moment, it was better to tell the truth. That way she can improve next time and make it taste better and better, you said. Oh, is that so? Her eyes instantly dimmed. All that hard work. She spent the whole afternoon learning, but still messed it up. A sense of disappointment instantly overwhelmed her. She took a bite herself and said, my mood is even worse. It's definitely not flavorful. Why? I studied so hard, and the steps were all correct. So, why is the finished product so unsatisfactory? This is where you naturally unleash your charm. It's okay. It's normal to be a beginner. You'll definitely get better with practice. Even if you're not satisfied this time, I'll eat it all. Jung-hee, you're so sweet. Lang Qingqiu instantly revived. After you finish the tofu, you guys should also finish all the pancakes. That'll make do with dinner. Sighs. All you do after dinner is play on your phone. Play with me for a while. What's so fun? Go play by yourself. If you don't play with me, I'll keep bothering you and won't let you play your game in peace. It's okay. I won't bother you. You can bother me all you want. Damn it. Don't blame me for turning your room upside down. You shrugged, looking nonchalant. Whatever, I'll just clean it again. Your words completely ignited Lang Qingqiu's powder keg. She huffed angrily and stormed into your bedroom. Lang Qingqiu plunged into your bedroom and, without a word, searched under the bed. Hey, the area under the bed is spotless. Not even a cardboard box with strange books hidden there. Jung-hee, truly worthy of being the man I've set my sights on. Then she opened the wardrobe door. How come there are only a few clothes? I can't even find one to take as a souvenir. Undeterred, she grabbed a few coats and sniffed them, but there was no smell at all. Damn it. They're all unworn. Fine, I'll just take one to make do. Although I can't bring myself to steal it now, it's okay to fantasize while holding your clothes. The next second, Lang Qingqiu grabbed the clothes and buried herself in your blankets, rolling around. Hearing the commotion coming from the room, you frowned deeply. Good grief, she's really planning to raid my place. Never mind her for now, let's finish this game first. Meanwhile, Lang Qingqiu, her face flushed, looked blissfully ecstatic. She's probably had enough. She sat up contentedly. Just then, a book on your bookshelf caught her eye. This is curious. She walked over and pulled it from the shelf. The title was prominently displayed as Strange Tales of the World's Spiritual Art. You'd seen it by chance, flipped through a few pages, found it interesting, and bought it. However, you had no idea that this unintentional act would later bring you so much trouble. It was because a chapter detailed a medieval witchcraft supposedly using a special ritual to transport people to the afterlife. In that world, people neither live nor die, neither age nor perish, thus achieving true eternity. The author probably thought no one in this era would actually believe such a thing, but for a Yandere like her, the allure of being inseparable for eternity was more deadly than the warmth of a warm bed on a winter morning. Lang Qingqiu quickly became engrossed. This book is indeed quite interesting. Neither live nor die, neither age nor perish. If Jung-hee and I could go to that world together. Countless possibilities flashed through her mind. Looks like I need to study this book carefully. Even though it's just written in a book, what if there's even the slightest possibility it's true? Then I absolutely can't let this opportunity slip by. I made up my mind. Lang Qingqiu slid off the bed and peeked her little head out from your bedroom door. Jung-hee, I'm going to take a book back to read. Go ahead, you replied without looking up. Anyway, I've already read all the books in your room. Let her read it if she wants. But at that time, you didn't know how much you would regret not asking the title later. Thank you. She carefully put the book away as if she had found a treasure. And along with it, she also hid one of your t-shirts. Having gotten tired of playing by herself, Lang Qingqiu was ready to mess with you. She sat down next to you with a mischievous grin and you immediately felt sweating. What does this young lady want now? You asked nervously. Is there something wrong? I have some plums at home. Do you want one? Her eyes sparkled. Nothing. Just wanted to see you. You had no choice but to turn back pretending to be focused on your game. Suddenly she leaned closer. Could you raise your arm a little? Sure. What's wrong? She smiled like a fox. Raise it so I can see your moves more clearly. You're too naive. The moment your arm lifted from your thigh, a warm, soft object immediately rested on it and you froze. Lang Qingqiu had actually used your thigh as a pillow and the two of you instantly formed a perfect L shape. You were both angry and anxious. Are you still laughing? What are you laughing at? You tricked me into saying you wanted to see my moves. She raised her smug little face. So what if I tricked you? Take it or leave it. Looking at her smug little expression, you finally gave up and your gaze seemed to have accidentally caught sight of something you shouldn't have. Lang Qingqiu, she actually had a backhand visible from your angle. Oh no, my cheeks are burning. Am I blushing? Lang Qingqiu immediately noticed your embarrassment. Oh, you're blushing. You wouldn't happen to have some feelings for me, would you? Pumph, Jianghe. She deliberately dragged out the last syllable, her tone full of teasing. You're blushing so much you can't even say a complete sentence. Get off me right now. She squinted triumphantly, lightly poking your burning cheek with her fingertip. Oh, look at you stuttering like this. Even though I tease you like this every day, why are you still so shy? You took a deep breath and whispered, Please, big sister, can you get off me first? How am I supposed to play games like this? My arm is always hanging in the air. It'll get so sore later. Then don't play. And I didn't stop you from putting your arm down. If I actually put my arm down, I can't even imagine the scene. That soft, yielding feeling seeps through the thin fabric. How can we play this game? The security station is going to lose miserably. As she spoke, she actually closed her eyes, a look of pure enjoyment on her face, showing no intention of moving at all. She even let out a satisfied sigh. Oh my, Jianghe, your thigh is so comfortable to rest my head on, so soft and warm. I can even feel your body temperature. Hee, you feel like you're about to explode. Can you please stop saying such suggestive things? I really can't take it anymore. She chuckled. After I say it a few more times, won't you develop an immunity? Shy. And I can still smell your scent. Jianghe, you smell so good. You twitched your lips. I've never heard of men having a natural attractive body scent. She argued, no one in the world is born with a body odor meant for attraction. Being able to smell someone's unique scent means your DNA has chosen me. So, you should be able to smell my fragrance, too, right? You instinctively retorted, sorry, I can't smell it. Ouch. Ouch. Lang Qingqiu immediately became unhappy, puffing out her cheeks and pinching your face. She's getting even closer. You say you can't smell it. Then I'll let you smell it properly. As soon as she finished speaking, she crawled out from between your arms and landed steadily on your lap like a duck. Her clear eyes blinked as she looked at you. Holy crap. What are you doing? You felt cold sweat dripping down your forehead. Who would understand? This is too much. She tilted her head, her voice sickeningly sweet. Can you smell it now? Jianghe, yes, I can smell it. I can smell it. Those few words were spoken with extraordinary difficulty. You had to lower your head in embarrassment, afraid to meet her gaze, lest your last shred of reason collapse completely. Lang Qingqiu tossed her hair with satisfaction. That's more like it. It seems our bodies have already accepted each other. You felt like you were suffocating. So, could you get off me first? It's very uncomfortable for you to sit on top of me like this. If something unexpected happens, it would be a major social disaster. Lang Qingqiu seemed to see through your thoughts, a sly smile playing on her lips. You're afraid that your body will react and I'll find out, aren't you? Jianghe, I know your little tricks very well. You were completely helpless and could only beg for mercy. No matter what, please get off me quickly. I'm really embarrassed like this. She leaned close to your ear, her breath sweet as orchids. It's okay. Even if something does happen, there's nothing we can do about it. Who told me to be so alluring? And if it's Jianghe, it's not impossible. I don't understand what you're saying. You're just giving me vague replies. Seeing your reaction, Lang Qingqiu let out a silvery laugh before getting off you. Fine, I'll let you off this time. You quickly looked down at your phone, the large failure mark on the game screen stinging your eyes. Ah, sighs and gasps, I was totally a terrible teammate this game. Immediately afterward, a message notification sounded. It was your teammate Yan Wei using your bizarre online name questioning you. Bro, what were you doing last game? You died halfway through. I ran into some problems. Lang Qingqiu kept bothering me. You had just finished replying when you caught a glimpse of her leaning over to look at your phone. Lang Qingqiu, why is he messaging you at your house? At the same time, Lang Qingqiu's clingy voice rang in your ear. Jianghe, who are you chatting with? So mysterious. Let me see, too. Your heart skipped a beat, and you quickly covered your phone screen sending a final message. Emergency, logging off now. Seeing your panicked state, Lang Qingqiu's eyes flashed with a dangerous light. Jianghe, you're not tipping off that yellow-haired turtle, are you? Give me your phone. As soon as she finished speaking, her beautiful eyes turned completely black as if all light had been lost. Your heart tightened, and your hands moved faster than your brain, instantly clearing all background apps. Do you think I'm stupid? You've got something to hide. Lang Qingqiu's gaze grew even fiercer, as if she wanted to skin you alive. You immediately regretted it. You really shouldn't have deleted the background apps. You hadn't talked to Yang Wei about anything shameful. But now there was no turning back, so you could only grit your teeth and continue making up an excuse. You stammered, "Really, we didn't talk about anything. It's just that just now you were pressing down on me, so I went AFK in the game." She asked me why I wasn't moving. Isn't this just normal conversation? She raised an eyebrow. Really? Is that all? Then what were you hiding earlier? Well, it's because you two don't get along, and I was afraid you'd get angry if you saw it, right? You could only nod vigorously, shifting the blame to their relationship. Lang Qingqiu suddenly changed the subject. Jianghe, you know what? In my eyes, you're perfect in every way, completely my ideal type. This sudden confession startled you. Ah, then should I say thank you? But there's one thing I dislike the most. Her voice suddenly turned cold and you nervously swallowed, your heart already pounding. You vaguely guessed what she was going to say next. So, it's because you never listened to me. As Lang Qingqiu said this, you even felt a flicker of red light in her eyes. Is this some kind of supernatural phenomenon? You pressed your lips tightly together, your mind blank, unable to utter a single word. But the coldness on Lang Qingqiu's face vanished instantly, replaced by a sweet smile. But it's okay. Flaws can be corrected, right? Let me help you correct them, okay? What's the name of that game you play? Next time you play, include me. You looked up in surprise. You play games, too? Yeah, I want to play with you, too. She blinked, looking innocent. And maybe it can even improve my relationship with that blonde guy, Yang Wei. Don't you think so? You mentally screamed, I don't believe you, you old hag. You're so wicked. You're just using playing games as an excuse to spy on me. Besides, playing with a complete newbie is just asking to get screwed over. You tried to argue, it's just that this game might be a bit difficult for beginners. Lang Qingqiu's face immediately fell. Are you looking down on me? Do you think I'll hold you back? You're going to refuse even this small request? Jianghe, you've hurt me so much. Hearing that pitiful tone, you couldn't help but sense a hint of threat. You quickly waved your hand. No, of course I'd love to play with you. Hee, that's good. She immediately stopped crying and smiled. This time the smile wasn't so strange after all. All right, it's getting late. You should go back and wash up and go to bed. You have school tomorrow. Lang Qingqiu tilted her head and looked at you seriously. How about we take a bath together? It'll save water. You were so shocked you could barely speak. How can you say such suggestive things so seriously? Our relationship is so deep. She smiled mischievously. Fine, I'll let you off the hook today. We'll bathe together later. I'll go back now. See you tomorrow. She waved to you, adding before leaving, keep thinking about me, okay? She then gently closed the door, but you didn't hear that soft whisper outside. I'll be back to check later. Hee. The next morning, you were still half asleep in bed when a deafening knocking sounded at the door. Knock, open the door. I know without even thinking it's Lang Qingqiu. My God, this is way too early. Doesn't this woman need to sleep in? You look down at your disheveled appearance. What if she sees me like this? You hurriedly started getting dressed. As soon as you opened the door, you met Lang Qingqiu's puffed out cheeks, her face full of unhappiness. Why are you so slow? I've been waiting outside for ages. You sighed, you're a bit too early. I should have been dressed properly before coming out to see you. It's so impolite to be disheveled. But I'd rather see you in your most natural state. Lang Qingqiu's eyes lit up instantly. And she whispered in your ear, messy hair, shirtless, and then I'll personally groom you little by little. Hee. You quickly stopped her dangerous remark. Stop. What kind of weird aesthetic is this? But she tilted her head with a sincere expression. As long as it's you, Jianghe, I'll love you no matter what you look like. As soon as she finished speaking, hearts appeared in her beautiful eyes. You sighed helplessly and stepped aside to let her in. All right, come in quickly. Is your leg feeling better? Wow, the first thing you do is ask about me? She immediately beamed. Jianghe, you're such a good man. Thanks to you, I'm feeling much better. You mentally complained as you resignedly took slippers for her from the shoe cabinet. She walked in without ceremony, put down her breakfast, pulled out a chair, and sat down. Her movements fluid and graceful, befitting a hostess. After breakfast, you two came to school side by side. Not long after entering the school gate, a female classmate enthusiastically approached you and handed you a flyer. "Excuse me, could you please take a look at this?" You instinctively took it. But as soon as you did, you felt the atmosphere around you suddenly drop. Turning your head, you saw Lang Qingqiu glaring at you angrily, her face tense. Your heart skipped a beat, and you cautiously asked, "Why do you seem unhappy?" She scoffed, "You actually accepted something from another woman." You're speechless. "It's just a flyer, isn't it? Besides, I don't even know her." "You're jealous about this?" "I'm not jealous. I'm just unhappy." She turned her head away, saying sullenly, "No matter the reason, I get upset whenever I see you interacting with other girls. It's just normal social interaction. What's the big deal?" She didn't listen, directly reaching out to you, her tone leaving no room for argument. "What did she give you?" "Let me see." You had no choice but to hand her the flyer. "Here, see for yourself. But I'd rather see you in your most natural state."